Hey everybody, Big L Gamer here. No, I'm not streaming. I'm just trying to do some stuff and see how my Ryzen 7 can handle just straight, video encoding. And I'm doing a lot of testing, but sometimes during the day, I don't think I have enough of you guys watching to just do a stream. I'm not going away from it because I'm going to have to do a quick little bit of video editing, and I can't just have it done. So yeah, I'm not going to do this a lot, but if it's the middle of the day and I can knock one out, I may not do a stream and wait till I do a stream later, but I'm testing my Ryzen 7 here. I really like it. But I'm talking about Apple. Apple is supposedly ditching Intel. This has been talked about. It's just, it's a big thing. But there's been talked about the idea of an ARM-based chip was just, let me just go over here real quick. Going to Cult to Mac, is Apple plans to ditch Intel processors on the Mac. That was way back. But let me find you another one and look over here. Actually, this. Apple Macs could ditch Intel CPUs and switch to AMD, going by clues in Mac OS. And looking into the Catalina code, there is references for the Navi, which is the Navi graphics core, which of course now I have on my Ryzen 7 build here. It's interesting. Apple is developing a custom ARM chip for future Macs, but it won't replace the Intel chips that have been powering its 605 according to reports. Instead, the chip is expected to work alongside the machine's primary CPU, handling low power mode functionality. So see, a little bit ago, Geeks with Cash and I was thinking about, hey, well, would it be ARM chip all over? Or what would Mac do? Well, it don't look like they're going to be going that direction, and they're going to be going the direction of possibly with this code in here, Navi. Let me pull that up on Twitter, but I mean, it's interesting. They, if they're going to go to AMD, this could open up the possibility of good old them doing their own thing with a game console. Now, I know this is far-fetched, but Phil Spencer was quoted saying he's not going to be looking to, or Xbox is not going to compete with Nintendo and Sony. They're competing with Google and Apple. Does he know something? The Xbox is trying to compete with, Apple has the Apple Arcade. I've had this idea in the last hour or so in my head, and all of a sudden reading all this, real news, it's changed my thought. I thought the Apple was going to go straight for ARM, but don't look like they're going to have ARM. They're going to have ARM for lower end stuff, maybe some basic things, and then have an underlying new AMD chip. And here's the kicker: if they go to AMD and they have a Navi core and they have this same stuff that Microsoft and Sony are pulling, they already have a relationship. How crazy would it be to take a box, put an AMD APU in there, and Apple Arcade expand to play games? Apple Arcade is really neat because I don't have it yet, nor do I care to have it yet, but it also already with the SDK, it will run on ARM and Intel or x86. So they already have a platform with all these games. And could this be what Apple's doing? Could this be what Phil Spencer's talking about? Google, okay, they're failing miserably with Stadia. Even though I wanted Stadia to be something more, it's failing bad. Whatever. Google, you're fucking up. That's your problem. But deep down, I don't know. I didn't really understand how Apple could be something that Microsoft and Xbox are going to go against, but wonder if Apple comes out, has a new AMD partnership, and they even say, we've got the infrastructure for Apple Arcade. They go, hey, bring your Call of Duties over here, bring your Battlefields over here, bring your Fortnites, bring Battlefront, bring Red Dead Redemptions, bring all these big games, bring Doom, bring, when it becomes a Sony exclusive, Final Fantasy 7. Could Apple be doing something that Phil Spencer knows they're going to be doing? They're changing their architecture. And before I started making this video and researching, looking at these websites here, I thought, well, they're going to go straight ARM, which would be crazy as hell. But now, this has been 3 days ago. People are starting to look into the beta of Catalina, and it has references to AMD stuff. And Phil Spencer is saying they're competing with Apple for a reason. I don't know. Am I reaching here? It's very interesting. I'm very keen to see what's going on here or very keen, I should say, because I feel like we're we're about to hit the change of the video game landscape. If that makes sense. Xbox is not Xbox anymore, or at least it's not a console. It is going to become a platform. Even Microsoft is now stating it, but they're not wanting to compete with Nintendo and Sony. They're wanting to compete with Apple and Google. Is Apple going to be doing something soon that we don't know of? Are they going to have a streaming service? I mean, that could be another thing. I don't know. What is Apple going to do? I'm very, very keen to learn more. I really want to see what the PS5 is going to be, but now I'm really keen to see what Apple is doing that makes Phil Spencer and them say this stuff. What is Apple going to be doing that Xbox is going to really be competing with them? Are they going to bring out a console, or are they going to beef up an Apple TV or something and just stream from the cloud themselves? That's a lot of what ifs. I know it's a lot of what ifs, but I don't know. We're going into a weird time where Xbox is not Xbox anymore. They're changing. PlayStation 5 is secretive, but it looks like they're going to be stable when it comes to what a console really is. Nintendo is doing their own thing, but Phil Spencer saying Apple is something they need to compete with really made me take notice. Not Google, Apple. So I've been rambling on here for 7 minutes. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Am I grabbing straws? I mean, it's coming. Even Intel has stated last year in February that they know non-Intel Macs are coming in 2020. They're pretty sure. What if they do have an AMD partnership? I wonder if they have Ryzen and Navi technology inside there. How far away could they be from doing some type of console or game streaming? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Is Microsoft being weird? Is Apple about to drop a bomb on us? I don't know. I'm very curious about it. I just had to put my thoughts out there because this is more of a interesting bit of news other than the PS5 yet, until we see more information. All right, everybody. I appreciate it. Big Kill Gamer out.